Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Olympus Sky, and I mean, it's been a while as usual. It's time for a really interesting video here, and especially after the last two videos, we just had to do it, especially the one about chemtrails and everything. I mean, I'm not going to become like a chemtrail channel. I think there's enough information out there. Be sure to check out the description in there. I had a link in there with even more patents that you can check out by using Google Patents. So just saying. But yeah, you know, let's get into this. We're covering Phobos this time, and I think I know a lot of people ask me, could you please do Phobos and everything, but it's not as easy as it seems. I mean, we all know that there's something strange going on with Phobos, and they definitely did their best to hide stuff. So I finally found this image here. I was working previously on this one, but you know, I decided I can't work like this. This image is actually really stupid. I mean, it looks really nice and all, but I can't work with it, and that's the end of story. I won't be able to tell you exactly if something is something, and I rather like show you a couple of anomalies that really, you know, make you question. So let's jump into this. As usual, you got kind of the overbrightened part here, the dark part here, and I try to do my best to equalize it as much as possible. Now, forgive me if I might make a mistake here and there, but I got to get used to this again as well. I haven't done that much lately, but yeah, I definitely wanted to cover Phobos. I've been checking out this image as well earlier. But, you know, it's something happened, something snapped to my perspective, and it's definitely all about perspective. It really changes the game. So, as you can see, I've been a bit busy here, and a couple of things. I might just jump into this one, and maybe flip the image or not, well, for the time being. So, there's definitely, I found like a really small village, or I don't know how big it is, because, you know, size is relative, and I can't confirm the sizes that NASA or anyone else gives. So, you never know. I mean, I've said it before, big people can make small structures, and small people can make big structures. I mean, we're pretty small compared to the pyramids of Giza, you know. So scale really isn't the issue. I'm repeating this because I might like new people might find my channel for the first time for this video. You always have to consider those things. But yeah, I mean, I actually thought honestly that after uploading the chemtrail video, I thought I might actually lose subscribers, but apparently I gained like 20 more. So welcome to the channel. Always nice to have you here. Now let me set this up. This time I didn't forget to create a brush layer like I always seem to forget. There's 2 pixels. Let me see. Let's check out. Alright, let's go back to this layer. Got my brush layer set up here. Now, there are a couple of things that I noticed very early on when I opened this image. There's definitely something here, but it is vague, and there's definitely something going on, but I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure. Also, this one kind of looked interesting. Now, what did I do? Well, the exposure, 100% there. What's going on? Oops. Well, now I got it. Well, an awkward mistake. Always going to make a mistake again before I start. Alright, we're ready. There's something here and you can see it actually goes down. And it kind of follows this line here. And it almost seems like there's something parallel here. But, you know, it's really vague. I'll actually flip the picture for this part. Or just go straight directly down. Yeah, let's just go here before going further. There are literally like quite a lot of 90-degree angles here, and I find it quite strange to see, and it's definitely vague. I mean, I wish that they would give us something better. Now where'd start? I mean, for example, this thing here. Wrong layer again. So yeah, like I said, man, I really have to get used to this, and you can see this. I mean, should I flip the picture? Why not? I'm basically time to flip the picture. Now, hold on, let me remove this. I'm really clumsy, it seems. Camera's rotation, counterclockwise, 90 degrees. And I'll probably get lost. Let's see. Yeah, Alright. I haven't checked it actually in the flip mode here. But now you can actually see it just a bit better now. Let's zoom in. Now that's definitely not the village I'm talking about. I'll put something like that in the title and we'll see. You can see this. I mean, it's like there's something here. But it's a bit vague. Well, look at this one. It's pretty interesting to look at this. I mean, it like half of a crater, and then like it's a really interesting shape at least. I mean, we're still on Phobos, so you don't know what to expect. There's also a little small crater here that I really find interesting because it had some interesting shapes here. And look at this here. It goes like down. But when you look closer, I'll zoom in even more. You can see that there's actually another black circle here, and it's kind of like, look at this, and then it goes like that. Which, so let me zoom out. So I don't know, but I found that quite an interesting crater. I mean, literally it seems like damn boom, it's going down and then 90 degrees to the right. But yeah, let's get to the city. I think I'll flip it back now by this time. Yeah, I'll definitely do that before I start getting more confused. Image rotation, let's go. Alright, let's go down. And I don't know, I'm not sure if I should be. So actually what will happen is I'm looking at these ridges, you know, like usually you see them on Phobos. You don't think a lot about it, and you think, you know, it's we don't know basically what happened there, but they are there obviously for natural causes. So I went over it. I was trying to equalize the image so I could get it just a bit more out of it. And what happened, I started to look at the ridges and I was thinking more in 3D. And those aren't actually going down. They are actually like standing up. Now why am I telling you this? Now let's go here. This is actually where the stuff is located here. And the first thing that really caught my attention was this little 90-degree angle here. So that was interesting, a good indication here. There seem to be like horizontal lines here. Like aligned, like, yeah, I mean aligned. That's the proper way of explaining this. But, you know, I was thinking about it. I was looking at these lines. Where it's normally like going down. But when you think about it, look at this closely. Because you need to look at the details. I mean, the details are very important. Because you won't be able to make out of this, like, anything. And now let me give you an example. You've probably seen it before, but you know, this is a city and this is, you know, so you can do anything with Photoshop. I mean, Photoshop does make a difference. I got a nice picture there. I'll post it on Google Plus and you can see it's quite the impact basically. I don't remember if I ever posted it on Google Plus, but please do follow me, the enhanced version. You'll find it on Google Plus. And I haven't even inverted this image. I'll have to check that out later. But let's get back here. And I'll show you what I mean. Now you can see that you can see some pixels here. You can see a shadow. So definitely it's standing out of the ground. Now what am I talking about? Now when you look at this is actually kind of scraped off. Like an indent or something. And we go here. This is not an indent. This is actually stuff sticking out of the ground. And it's all aligned to each other. You can literally see here the shadow. Just look here. There's a shadow here, and here's the stuff above. Here's the shadow, and here's the stuff above. So it almost seems like those lines are going somewhere. Now when I look at this, let me zoom out. This might be a bit frustrating. I'm just seeing a city here, especially also this little thing here. Now I was looking at craters, comparing them and everything. It's not that clear, but let me draw it out for you. You see a circle here, right? And then kind of the center of the crater. So when you look at the bottom here, there is some pixels here as well. It actually, I'll draw it out for you. It looks like a cylinder. Now that is pretty interesting, considering we have a 90-degree angle right here. You see where I'm going here. So what do you think? And definitely let me know in the comment section, because Well, I'm a bit rusty, definitely, and I could use some useful comments there. Let me know what you have found or I forgot to talk about, basically. But there's a lot more here. Now that's why. See, now you can see it a bit clearer, maybe. Let's give you a quick view of this one. Usually I don't I think I'll provide it with some extra brightness and contrast on my Google+. So yeah. What area didn't I cover? I mean, look at this. I think definitely when you think about it, look at it, this whole area is actually some kind of city area. And what do you think? I mean, look at this. It goes like this. Got two parallel lines. Look at here. Something is definitely sticking out here. Now when you look at here, we got some shadow here, right? That means that this kind of square piece is actually standing up. It's quite mind-boggling, but you really have to work on the on perspective more than on anything else. I mean, when you look at this, we'll grab it. It actually goes down, and not many pixels here, but you can see it's actually standing out of the ground. It's not like lying on the ground, but it's coming out of the ground. It really kind of resembles like a building. And like I said earlier, you really have to pay close attention. Why is it selecting both layers every time? I never had that before. It is sticking out of the ground, so it's not the common ridge we're looking at here. This one's actually going into the ground, and it's pretty interesting. Definitely, if you will find that on Earth, I mean, all these patterns here, all those shapes, which are extremely interesting here, is you definitely say, well, we uncovered an old village. Also, there's something here I was working with, still talking about perspective, is this kind of disc like sticking out of the ground. And I was like, alright, let's take a deep look here. I might actually do that on the different layer here. And just start and just work my way up here, and you will see that your perspective on this area will start to change slowly. And I really want you to not like look at an image and just go over it and start using sharpening this and that like randomly. You just need to look for some interesting parts, and then like literally I'm like leaving it like this, and then I'll take like 5 minutes to look at this area and just think about that with this gear sticking out of the ground. And I'm thinking, alright, shadow here, go step by step, and then eventually it will actually become something different. Now let me draw it out for you. Now I know this is completely destroyed, so keep that in mind. We're not looking for perfectly new buildings. I mean, some people really think that when clicking on a video about space, and like expect a brand new Porsche or brand new building with high resolution pictures. Well, NASA's just marketing it the wrong way, because you're not giving us high resolution pictures. If you have seen the pictures from Israel, yes, it is disappointing. But so this is definitely going up, right? You can definitely say that, because you can see here it has a shadow, so it's going up. Now by this shadow we can say, alright, we got a shadow here. So what I'm boxing off here is basically possibly another wall. Who knows what? This is really frustrating. I don't know what. Let me see. I don't know. What am I doing? Why are you pressing something wrong here? But this is pretty cool, because and then you got some kind of platform here in the middle. It could be some kind of destroyed building. So what I did next is, I don't know if I exactly use sharpening here. Let me grab this. That's really small. I actually think. Now this is really hard to see. I mean, just perspective here. I showed you the example just a second ago. These couple of pixels here could be part of this debris field here. This is really interesting. So I hope you've learned something here, and that's definitely a bit kind of the point of this video. Be sure to check out the enhanced image here on my Google+. If you're there, just follow me. There will be an extra link in the description. So as you can see, So yeah, just let me look, because I decided to do this on the fly as well. I just kept discovering different stuff. I mean, this one is pretty interesting as well. You can see it being aligned, and it's definitely sticking out of the ground. And why I say that, I mean, the top here it's a bit destroyed. We got two lines here that seem like they are parallel or were parallel. Definitely this area as well here, something very interesting going on here, but I just didn't have enough to work with. And like I said earlier, it is the task here to do Phobos, because I mean, look at it, it's a complete mess. I definitely consider this, it has to be something. It has to be something. This thing, which I've pointed out in the beginning of the video, has to be something. No doubt in my mind. And like I've never seen, like, just look at this weird shape. Really interesting. It's probably nothing, but nevertheless I had to point it out. There are some interesting pixels here as well. Kind of those markers here that are telling me that possibly something could be different there. Now it's really, if you're working doing this for yourself, it is really handy to just draw it out for yourself, because like I said again, I'll say it again, it's perspective. This is definitely the most important part here, and definitely the hardest part for me to just to put it out on YouTube, just to make a point. I mean, you can't just jump into it and like expect people to understand and see everything. It was actually my biggest mistake when I just started. I was a bit on the wrong path, so to say. So another kind of leftover pixels here, another leftover pixels here. Alright, I think I'll wrap it up, and yeah, like I said earlier, check out this region out for yourself. It's, I don't know, look at this. Just follow this line, it goes down, you gotta... Alright. Now the audio is working fine, I'm just like thinking about it. I think... Yeah, I mean, you gotta say, I mean, it's a little broken off here piece here, man. This is interesting, and I hope you found that interesting as well. This little box here is mind-boggling. But thank you very much for your attention, as always. Thank you very much for sticking around, and always a big thanks from me for commenting, pressing thumbs up and sharing, and thank you so much. By the way, I still haven't nobody from the Netherlands like asked me if he or she wants to go with me to the Million Mask March, but you know, that's kind of expected. Like I've explained in that video, not a lot of Dutch people are interested in space, and that's just a fact. It is unfortunate, but at least I got you guys, so I'm really happy about that. Don't need much more than that. And well, see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about this one. And like I said, I'm sorry now. I really wish like I could give you more higher quality images, but that's basically it. So link in the description. Check the links out. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Olympus sky, and I mean, it's been a while as usual. It's time for a really interesting video here, and especially after the last two videos, you just had to do it, especially the one about chemtrails and everything. I mean, I'm not going to become like a chemtrail channel. I think there's enough information out there. Be sure to check out the description in there. I had a link in there with even more patents that you can check out by using Google Patents. So just saying. But yeah, you know, let's get into this. We're covering Phobos this time, and I think, yeah, I know a lot of people ask me, could you please do Phobos and everything, but it's not as easy as to equalize it as much as possible. Now forgive me if I might make a mistake here and there, but I got to get used to this again as well. I haven't done that much lately. But yeah, I definitely wanted to cover Phobos. I've been checking out this image as well earlier. But you know, it's something happened, something snapped to my perspective, and it's definitely all about perspective. It really changes the game. So as you can see, I've been a bit busy here, and a couple of things. I might just jump into this one and maybe flip the image or not. Well, for the time being. So there is definitely, I found like a really small village, or I don't know how big it is, because it seems, I mean, we all know that there's something strange going on with Phobos, and they definitely did their best to hide stuff. So I finally found this image here. I was working previously on this one, but you know, I decided I can't work like this. This image is actually really stupid. I mean, it looks really nice and all, but I can't work with it, and that's the end of story. I won't be able to tell you exactly if something is something, and I rather like show you a couple of anomalies that really, you know, make you question. So let's jump into this. As usual, you got kind of the overbrightened part here, the dark part here, and I try to do my best to channel. Always nice to have you here. Now let me set this up. This time I didn't forget to create a brush layer, like I always seem to forget. There's 2 pixels. Let me see. Let's check out. Alright, let's go back to this layer. Got my brush layer set up here. Now there are a couple of things that that I noticed very early on when I opened this image. There's definitely something here, but it is vague, and there's definitely something going on, but I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure. Also, this one kind of looked interesting. Now what did I do? Well, the exposure 100% there. What's going on? Oops. Well, now I got, because you know, size is relative, and I can't confirm the sizes that NASA or anyone else gives. So you never know. I mean, I've said it before, big people can make small structures, and small people can make big structures. I mean, we're pretty small compared to the pyramids of Giza, you know. So scale really isn't the issue. I'm repeating this because I might like new people might find my channel for the first time for this video. You always have to consider those things. But yeah, I mean, I actually thought honestly that after uploading the chemtrail video, I thought I might actually lose subscribers, but apparently I gained like 20 more. So welcome to the channel.